the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got some space here. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Niners 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And this is 3rd down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu, 41 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Brady. Completes it to Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Brady. This complete to Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
To kick off for San Francisco.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
On play action, now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one. In a Super Bowl classic, Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
with Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Brady to throw again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay, both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those two teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton now leading the Patriots, and Russell Wilson was so sharp in the opener at Atlanta. And then, of course, on Monday night, the opening of the Raiders' new stadium with the Saints coming to town. I'm really excited about that one.
And you've said it well with the Raiders. If there was ever a stadium that looked like a Raiders stadium, it's that one.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And, I don't want to steal anything from anyone else or any movies or whatever, but the theme music, you got to know, is going to be dark and powerful, just like the Raiders want it to be.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
To throw is Garoppolo.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That's the end of the
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a third down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49ers 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On third down, Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin.
And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Makes the score.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
The gain of 8.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Once again, it's Mostert.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
They hand it off to Mostert.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control.